Welcome to the 9th episode of A Star in a Reasonably Priced Aurora MR. Now, if you have seen any of these episodes before and you don't want to watch the intro, you can just jump it and use the chapter marker to jump to the guest's intro. And if you're new, welcome, and you get to hear the spiel. In this show, I invite people from Star Citizen community, content creators, racers, and anybody who is just fun-loving about Star Citizen. We invite them, we talk to them, we talk about them, their journey, them as a person, and then we talk a lot about Star Citizen, a little bit about cars, about life, or wherever the conversation goes. Then we jump into the game, and then we do a cold lap on our very, very secret racetrack in the game. The lap happens live, the guest gets 3 chances to set a lap time, and then we have a leaderboard of all the content creators and all the guests who have been on the show. Now, racers, they have their own leaderboard, and the common creators, the normal people like me, we have our own leaderboard. That's the show format. Plus, today we will be picking the winner for the Avenger Titan t-shirt giveaway, which has been running for a month. We have 266 entries so far, only for the Twitch. I did not advertise this giveaway anywhere on my socials because I just wanted to keep it just for Twitch. So very high chances for anybody who participated to win. So after the episode is over, after our conversation is over, we will pick the winner. Now, to my guest that everybody knows who is, but nobody knows who is. Did you guys watch the Spartan movie? Do you know the 300? Well, you're very lucky today because one of them is here with us today. Well, he doesn't think that he's one of the Spartans, but I like to definitely claim that he's a Spartan because he looks like Spartan. But that's not the real reason that my guest is here today. He is here today because he is an amazing racer. That's why. He's one of the very fast people in the game. But better than that, he's a really good teacher of racing. Pretty much these days, if you want to learn how to fly, you gotta go follow my guest. You gotta talk to him, and he's very happy to teach anybody anything. But I saw his one stream one morning and started chatting, and he taught me how to fly decoupled just in the chat. I kid you not, since that day, I only fly decoupled. He does an amazing podcast, which he hasn't done for a long time. I don't know why. About racing community, what's going on in the racing scene. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you know who it is. If you're in this scene and if you're in the chat right now, you know who it is. Please type his name for me. Let's make him feel very, very welcome. My guest today is Jakodin.
Hello.
Freeze frame. Jakodin, welcome.
How's it going?
Can you just start with "This is Sparta"?
1 sec, because I got a bit of a sore throat, but this is Sparta! I hope that was good enough.
Very good. Let me fall off my chair.
I gotta kick you off if that's the case.
Yes, you gotta kick me, yeah, Mr. Butler. Yeah, welcome, Jakodin. This has been long time coming. Everybody in the chat is surprised. Oh, it's Jakodin. What are you talking about? Nobody knew.
No one could have ever guessed.
Nobody.
No, but thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Oh, very happy because we will see some new lap times. I've had Ecobit as a racer. I've had Splen as a racer, and third is you. Oh, I'm so excited. God. I'm still waiting. I'm going to bring Quelsar Prime here and AC3 here one day. I would love everybody to come, and because this is just our own separate universe where we have our own lap times.
Yeah, this is a great idea for a show, man. I'm really happy with what you're doing here. It's really awesome content.
So what's going on, Jacko? What's new in your life?
Oh, that's a heavy question to start off with.
Yes,
Well, firstly, I'm gonna answer the question that you said about the podcast because that is coming back.
Good.
We're kind of working out the stuff because I had to format my PC, so I lost a lot of overlays. But I'm working on it, and hopefully tomorrow we might actually be running another podcast. So if you've been waiting a long time for that, which I'm sure you have, the last one that we did was in June, I believe. Yeah, hopefully it's coming back very, very soon.
I do realize it's Dunk is with you and Billboy.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's Dunk and Billboy, and we're hopefully trying to get all three of us back together because the idea was that seeing that we stopped because we haven't been able to find a time that all three of us can, we might just say, whoever's available, just run the podcast as long as the podcast run. The show must go on.
That's it. It is very hard. We live in an international world. I live in a completely wrong time zone, and the times never match up. Yeah. Or maybe you can keep a few people as your standbys. Like if Dirk or Bilbo are not available, are you available? Or like Quelsar is available, or AC3 is available, or Dynasman is available. Just grab them. But I do understand that shows and podcasts have a certain format to them. And they follow a certain format. Why don't you tell us about your podcast?
Well, so the idea was to basically have this regular hub for all the racing information about Star Citizen, right? Because there's several organizers, XGR, you have Ansia, you have Atmo, and there's even a lot of smaller communities that run a lot of races, like Northfield run a lot
Black
of
Star.
events. Yeah, Black Star. So the idea was to bring, so for me to host it and then bring Dirk and Billboy as both team captains of, I guess, the two strongest racing teams in Star Citizen, right? So their kind of feedback has a lot of weight to it. So we just discuss all of the events. We have a segment where we just go through all of the previous races that came up and just give our highlights and our feedback. We announce races that are upcoming and anything going on in Star Citizen that has an impact on the racing scene, like flight model changes. Now there's engineering, which is what called us back to let's get this podcast started again, because all the recent racing tuning stuff is really getting us excited about all the ship changes, and a new tier list is probably having to come soon.
Yeah. You also do individual videos if you're not doing podcasts, where you would talk about certain racing ships and what the best way to, and you did the special track videos too, like the best way to handle the old Van der Waal. I think you did, right? A few of the tracks, how to tackle them. So I also remember once you were streaming, or was it on Ansia? I don't remember. Somebody came in the chat and said, how do I start racing? Oh, it was your stream. Yeah. And you said them, well, unfortunately, because of how dynamic and how fast changing the Star Citizen universe is, I am your best bet to learn racing. And I agree with that.
Yeah, because back when I started, my resources, aside from the XGR Racing School, was videos from Shaknu, from Black Maze, and there was a couple of videos from older videos from Splen, and I was basically just trying to gather everything that I could from that and join the racing schools. But since then, all three of them stopped making videos. The XGR Racing School has been on hiatus, so I felt like, the racing community is such a fantastic community, as a gaming community in general, but even more so within the Star Citizen community, that I felt like it's my responsibility to say, okay, people need resources. I enjoy doing videos, so let's just do this.
Yeah, Splen was here, and he also mentioned the XGR school, and that he had the shoulder injury, so he had to take a break from racing. We need somebody, and it is very, very time-consuming work, to be honest, and not very easy to break into. Like, because racing community, even though is thriving, is still very niche in the grand scheme of things. Like if you were doing cargo, if you were doing mining, if you were doing salvage, you will have a bigger audience to cater to.
100%. I mean, racing community is pretty much a niche within a niche within a niche.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
It's even as you said, making the videos itself is is a long process. I am very picky, so when I record a video, I can record it 5 or 6 times before I start editing it, just because if I see one scene that's incorrect or the voiceover doesn't match with the recording, I'm like, no, I gotta do this all over again. So it's something I need to break out of, because the most efficient way is just record it, voiceover, launch it.
I for one, I will really enjoy if you start doing your podcast, because I do enjoy listening to race breakdowns, and especially if you do, because if you do it every fortnight, I don't know what your frequency is or how you want to do it, but at least when there's slow news day, if you do it every fortnight, there is not too many races happening, and then you can really dedicate time to whatever race that took place. Like, that's what happened in that race, that happened in that race. I will very much enjoy that. But it's a subset of a subset of a subset. Very, very niche community. Now, before we go any further, Jacko, as you know, I'm extremely famous on Twitch. Anytime I stream, there's a minimum of 1,000 people watching, minus 2 zeros. And I have a line of sponsors, who just want to sponsor me. Very hard for me to say no. I'm such a humble person. I do have a sponsor today as well. I love this. This is like a dream, right? Like wishful thinking. Okay, but here you go. Yeah. Today's sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy a word from my sponsor. Today's sponsor is something that I didn't know that I actually needed. And I actually still don't need it. But because they're my sponsor, I have to say I didn't know that. Today's sponsor is TBF4 Combat Knife. If you're playing on a session inside Star Citizen, you need the TBF4 knife to be with you. I really struggle with my knife in the kitchen. As somebody who has never really been adept in the kitchen, the knife has always been my nemesis. Well, actually it's the cooking which is my nemesis, and knife is more like its henchman. I can never figure out how to cut a tomato or a potato, and the carrots are the worst. But then I found TBF4 Combat Knife in Star Citizen, and my life has completely changed. Now I feel very confident wielding a knife. Its sort of flat blade is not very sharp to cut someone badly, so you feel very safe using it. And the rubber on the handle is a little bit sticky, which is a good thing, I'm sure. It comes in many different colors which have no other purpose but to match with your costume. So it is show-off friendly. So if you don't really want to kill any NPCs or Ninetales but still walk away with the crime stat, go ahead and get yourself a TBF4 Combat Knife. Use my code #WhoIsLensNation anyway and get 10% extra added to the price of the knife. Thank you so much TBF4 Combat Knife for sponsoring this stream today. I know, me and kitchen, not a good recipe, but sponsor is a sponsor, guys. I will make chai, I will make coffee with a knife if they sponsor me. I don't care. I'm a sellout. Jacko.
Yeah, TBF is a really good sponsor to have, though. They actually reached out to me as well, but I asked them, can you make one with a Star Kitten skin on it? And they said, no, that's too childish for a knife. And I said, well, if you're not willing to go that mile, then I'm sorry, you can't have me.
You should have told me. I would have photoshopped it for you, just like I did for this one.
For next time.
My god. Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed my sponsor, and please use my referral and get no discount. Yeah, I can do anything with a knife. Well, one reason of me doing this podcast is that I get to do these crazy sponsors.
They're really fun segments.
It scratches the itch, right? Yeah. We will also have a Lego section where my son makes a Lego for every episode, so we will also do that. But I forgot
I can't wait for that.
I forgot to tie up the video. So we will cut and do that. Okay, Jacko, let's go to the very back. How did you discover Star Citizen?
Discover Star Citizen goes way back to, I think, in the Kickstarter days. I was basically in the scout group in my country, and one of my closest friends there is a massive sci-fi geek. Mm-hmm. And he's obsessed about anything related to spaceships and stuff like that. And he's the one who actually told me about it back then. He said, dude, there's this game that's just been released on the Kickstarter when you can have this ginormous multi-crew ship and you need engineers and all that stuff. This was like 15 years ago at this point,
Yeah.
We're only just getting engineers. Yeah, so I was getting super excited about like, oh, really, dude? No way. And we had just started playing Star Wars Galaxies together as well in the time when there was the expansion with the spaceships. So we were getting all excited about this. But back in that day, I could not afford to get into a Kickstarter. So I just, kept an eye on it, and I was watching the very old dev like shows that they used to do on YouTube. But then the hype kind of died for me because I realized that the game was taking a long time. And I actually came back to it in about 2023, actually. Something came up about Star Citizen, I looked it up, and then I somehow got the racing videos come up, and I was like, wait a second, this game actually has racing now? So I looked up all the videos and like, okay, screw it, I'm going in.
So you mentioned Star Wars Galaxy, right? Yeah, I like to compare the games in fun value. Like, am I getting the fun value out of this? The Star Citizen has very extremely high fun value for me because space, a little bit of affinity there, a little bit of bias there. Like, I don't get the same fun out of No Man's Sky. I don't get the same level of fun out of X4, Elite Dangerous. Like, even though this is alpha, absolutely broken, I still get more fun out of it. Like, they got a good recipe.
For me, it's the flight. For me, it's the flight. The flight does it all. I mean, obviously, there's been a lot of updates recently where they're focusing a lot on the FPS stuff, and it's really good because, you know, they add the element of, okay, time to put my feet on the ground and I have things to do. But what really drew me in, and I'm sure it's what drew the majority of the community in, is the flying. Not necessarily the ships themselves, just the flying. I really enjoy the different characteristics from one ship to another, seeing how they feel, and obviously me being a competitive person, just finding the most optimal way to fly all the different ships that I have. So
yeah, we all have our own. Some people love exploration. A majority of the people love mining and salvage, and oh wow, cargo. That's what AC3 halava. So you have different categories of people, and everybody has a different fun value. Of course, you like racing. I just like the escape of it, like how vast it is. One of my favorite thing was like when I started playing, and I was on the mount. I think it was a New Babbage, and I was traveling on the train, and I saw the exhibition center, the station, and I went up there, and I was like, oh, they have in-game events where they do ship shows? No way. And that just sold me. I'm like, this is so cool. that was my favorite thing. Oh, and hello Grip, and thanks to Kat for follow. Thank you, Kat for Strove. Thanks for that.
Catastrophe, that's my wife.
Oh, that's such a cool catastrophe. That is so cool. Your wife has a very cool username. Oh yeah. Does your wife play Star Citizen?
Not yet. She's been to SitCon with me, and she saw the Genesis demo, and she absolutely loved it. My wife is a graphics fanatic, so when she saw Star Citizen's graphics, she was like, "Oh wow, okay, this might be something I might actually consider getting into." But yeah, the Genesis stuff, or, you know, all the forests and the lakes and the woods and stuff really kind of like pulled her attention. The dynamic weather stuff. So we're getting close. Genesis is coming soon. The dynamic weather's already, you know, started. So
yeah,
all we need for her now is a PC that can handle it. So
yeah, but the problem with the new weather system is it just doesn't stop raining at all. Like Lorville is always raining. Like if we do a race in the Arena Commander on the Lorville outskirts, the track that we use, it's always raining there. Like how do you deal with it? How do you see? You can't even see out of the Aurora. How do you?
It's like a 10% chance of not getting it to rain. So.
It's just yeah. Even in the Arena Commander, that's it's really breaking my show. You know, like last episode, I had Fatbird, and he shared the screen with me. Like, this is what I'm seeing, because I fly in third person with camera to chase my guest. He could just not see anything. How? I'm sure you have prepped for today. How are you gonna deal with that?
I mean, the easiest answer is if you go into precision mode, you do not get the water effects.
Yes.
I'm not sure I'll do that because I also have head tracking, and sometimes I enjoy looking into the corners.
Okay.
So and you know, the fact that you cannot move around in precision mode kind of throws me off sometimes. But if you're in a straight and you can't see in front of you, if you just quickly jump into precision mode, you do not get any water effects whatsoever. So that's one way of dealing with it.
I'm surprised because Splen was here in the same rain and he did not even mention it to me once. Like, Lens, there's terrible rain here. So he just raced and he just broke all the records. I was like, what's going on?
You gotta adapt, right? When you're racing, if it rains, it rains. You know, it doesn't stop. I mean, even with you know, flying something like Kaplan, there's so much turbulence there. But you know, if there's a race, turbulence or not, you know, it's just another condition that you have to adapt to.
And
we
also,
know the tracks by heart, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
A bit of rain is not gonna stop us.
Yes, but for a normal person like me, when I have a guest, like a content creator, it's very, very hard for them to manage without the Vipers. So I want the Vipers as my sponsor very, very soon. Yeah, and also talking about
Windows.
Heated windows, yeah. Seats too. Yeah, I don't feel them.
Yeah, why not?
What we were talking about the Planet Tech. Now the Daymar rally prep is going on. The Daymar is completely different now.
Oh yeah,
Completely different.
A lot less rocks finally.
Yeah. Eager Flats used to have a 60 kilometer of a circle of rocks, 20 kilometers approaching and 40 kilometers getting out. All gone.
Yep, all gone. Now it's just all sand, and I love it personally.
Yeah.
The rocks in Daymar.
Yep. Herbie and me were talking. Herbie's like, this is not the Daymar rally anymore. This is Daymar light.
I mean, in Dakar rally, it's all sand, right?
Yeah.
This is what
good.
it should be.
It's fantastic.
Now you just need better grip on the wheels.
I also saw your and Herbie screenshot where you had the Velocar attacking Herbie, and I saw one Velocar. So I have seen one Velocar so far. So I've been very lucky.
There's quite a bit of them from Eager to Kudra, more so than from Shubin to Eager.
Oh, okay. I haven't gone into deep desert yet. So, okay.
Yeah, that's the majority of where you'll find the Velocar. I don't think we've met a lot of Velocar from Shubin to Eager.
Yeah, no, none. Okay. Then we need to get into that. We're just still trying to manage to get to Eager. We got time. We'll get there. We're not as competitive as Herbie and you. we're there just for the.
Herbie knows Daymar like the back of his hand.
Oh so. Yeah. We are there just for the dune bashing. So Yeah. Yes, you can encounter the Velocar in the rally now. That's the new edition.
The small ones.
The baby
But
ones.
they always come in packs.
Oh my god.
There's always at least 3 of them.
Yeah, keep scaring me, man. keep at it. Okay, going back to your journey with the Star Citizen. So, I know you like the flight mechanics, and you do enjoy that, but still, with considering how long Star Citizen has been in development, you're still playing it and thriving. What has kept you here for so long?
I guess it's just I can't find anything else like it. I mean, as broken as it is, as buggy as it can get, there is still nothing else in the market that scratches the same itch. So sometimes I considered, I'm just gonna re-download Flight Simulator and just do that if I want flight. But having a taste of 6 dimensions of freedom, even though it's been skewed a little bit with the master mode changes and stuff, it is still 6 dimensions of freedom. I feel like that's kind of like scratched the itch I was looking for. And again, with all the recent additions to the FPS stuff, I enjoy exploration. So sometimes I use, the flight as a way to, let's just fly around and see what we find kind of thing. I land in a location, I explore, get back in my ship and fly to the next spot. That's what I like to do in between races. But I think it's just that, is that there's nothing else in the market like it. So even in its broken state, it's still one of the best games that I've ever played, funnily enough.
So you must be quite entertained at this stage, because there's so many POIs now in the game.
I'm actually somewhat annoyed at how much stuff they've been adding to the game, because I can't keep up with everything. I don't have that much time to play recreationally. I try to use a lot of my time to record stuff for videos. So when I do jump in to play recreationally, I'm always like a patch behind. Like I haven't even done the toxic Velocar fight yet, because I haven't had the time to get a group going to go do that fight. So it's mostly loot gobbling locations.
It's that location. I have spoken about it previously on the streams as well. That location where you go when you go there, it's like if you're an Aliens franchisee fan, that location is absolutely Headley's Hope, the colony from Aliens. That's the same vibe. It is very beautiful. It really feels like you're there. I wish they made it even more horror oriented, more thriller oriented. Like, oh my god, that is. I've done that twice. Same problem. Don't have that much of time to go and do it. But yeah, there's way too much stuff. My favorite thing used to be cave diving in Star Citizen.
Yes.
And mapping the caves. I used to love doing that.
I used to enjoy going to the rec sites and just look for subscriber boxes.
But those I haven't I haven't done that in a long time.
They stopped making those.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no more rec sites.
There's just at first there were no loot boxes there, and now the rec sites are gone. So that's just stuff missing. But I'm pretty sure they can add it. They have it. Not a problem with that.
I mean, they stopped them because of the mission refactor stuff, right? Same reason they stopped the racing missions is just, I'm pretty sure they're reintroducing missions in a priority system based on what people used to do the most. So obviously that's biggest reason why we haven't gotten to racing missions, I'm sure. The old investigations. We're getting the search missions back. We got a bit of them in Nyx too, so.
And delivery boxes are coming next patch as well. Those single box delivery things, but they have changed the wording of it. It's more immersive now. It's like special deliveries, like dude, give this pizza to this somebody. I think I read. Very nice. That's where I always started every single new patch, the delivery box missions, just to get my feet wet a little bit. I enjoyed doing that quite a lot.
We used to go to those outposts and loot the white boxes so we could start a new patch with some gear.
Yes. The game has progressed a lot in last year, man. Some very happy things, just not happy with the marketing. Other than that, oh my god, what a blissful place we are at right now. Beautiful journey so far, Jack. I'm really enjoying the conversation with you, man. I'd see why you do a podcast. You should do that often. So, dude, what got, so you got into the game, you liked the flight mechanics, you loved that there's nothing like it. What got you into racing? Like you said that there's racing there, I have to get in there. Did you already knew you were going to be competitive?
I mean, I'm a very competitive person. You can ask anyone who knows me. I don't like to lose. I'm not a sore loser. I just don't like to lose. If I lose, I'll take it like I wasn't good enough. I lost.
Yeah.
No, nothing I could do.
Yeah.
Be better next time. But I've always been obsessed with racing. So when I saw that I could combine my love of flying in video games with racing, I was like, I have to try this. If it feels good, I'll stick with it. If it doesn't feel good, I'll find something else. Because I've been playing like Gran Turismo, and I tried a bit of iRacing as well. So I enjoy playing racing games. I like that competitive drive. And I also enjoy flying in video games. So any video game that has a flying element, I generally always go for the flying part. So the fact that I could combine the two in this, I had to try it. And it exceeded expectations, I guess, for me.
While we're talking about, tell me, what has been your favorite flight system so far? Was there something in the past, some kind of controls like flight system that we used to have? Are you happy? Do you miss it? What are your views on that?
I'm gonna remind everyone first that I did start playing in 2023 and we got master modes in mid 2024. So I did not get a long time to play around with that flight system. So transitioning from that flight system to the master mode system was not as difficult for me as a lot of people who have been playing for a long time. However, I could see where a lot of people were saying that this is going to ruin the game, because having the freedom to control your speed from a top level, a competitive level, is something that is very difficult to replicate within master modes. Now, having said that, master modes has been iterated quite a few times since its release, and I feel like we're not in a bad spot within nav mode. Now, there's this whole nav versus SCM stuff that is a little bit annoying. The fact that snubs are stuck in SCM because they don't have a quantum drive, but yet they're still insanely fast. But I just don't like the whole mode switching thing. I think I would prefer it if I can just set like my ship as default in nav mode and I jump in SCM whenever I feel like it. I would personally prefer it, because it's just added more key bindings that I didn't need before, right? So, but the flight feeling itself, I don't hate it.
Okay.
Before, everyone was like, tricording is the meta, it's the best way, it's the greatest thing of all time. I like the fact that the mains and the aero are a big factor. I don't like that very few ships actually have good aero. A lot of the ships feel like bricks.
Yep.
So you have to rotate your ship way too much, push with your mains, get that vector indicator back around, and then you can fly again. Whereas ships like funnily enough, the Aurora is pretty good. The M50, the Razor. In 4.5, the 350R, wow, chef's kiss. They have really good arrows, so wherever you move them, it'll react, and I love that.
My God, you guys are on a very different level. To me, all of them feel the same. I just know some of them turn fast.
Yeah, I mean,
noob's point
one
of
of
view.
the first things that I do every time a ship comes out is I jump in and say, how does this control?
Oh,
I don't care about the stats on air-cool because that's just the number on the thrusters values, but that is not as strong as how well it can actually grip the air.
Which ship do you feel one with? Like, oh my God, I feel one with this machine. Which ship is that?
Funnily enough, the 85X.
Oh yeah. I call it the BMWs for some reason. I don't know why. I call it the coupe car because adjacent seats. Like, it is a very cool experience to be in the passenger seat. I enjoy being in the passenger seat, and we won't talk.
That ship controls really beautifully.
Yes.
Would like it to be slightly faster, but otherwise handles very, very nicely.
Yeah, that's a BMW
Much better
issue.
than what it was in the beginning of,
Oh, by the way, that racing jacket giveaway, that graphic is wrong. That giveaway we are not doing today, just so that you guys know. I should have said, we're only doing the Avenger Titan t-shirt giveaway today, and we will pick a winner today, and that giveaway will come to a close. Oh, and touching upon Retrotronics, talk about the X4, managing the NPCs while you're flying. Dude, X4 is like a screenshot. It's a menu simulator. Like, there's so many menus. It's so small, and you're just trying to find which information is where. It's way too much of a management game for me, and that's why I fell out of X4. Elite Dangerous is moving into some good place right now. Like, they're bringing in some really, really cool stuff. Space Engineers 2. They just also put out their Vertical Slice 2. That game is also moving. Do you have any interest in those games?
I mean, I have been keeping my eye a little bit on Elite Dangerous. I mean, Dionyseman plays Elite Dangerous as well, and he's been telling me, you should get it so we can play it when Star Citizen is down, or if it's there's a broken patch or something. But I feel like I don't really want to commit to something like that because I feel like there's going to be yet another learning curve that I have to get through. And, I've already said I don't really have a lot of time for the recreational element of it. So I have to stick with Star Citizen just to be able to keep up with the videos that I want to make. So, but I do keep my eye on it. And Space Engineers, I've been hearing a lot about it. I've never played it myself, but it is something that intrigues me because I'm a huge sci-fi nerd. So anything involving spaceships, you catch my interest.
Absolutely. There are few people who pointed Space Engineers to me the Space Engineers 2 when it was launched, and there's nothing to do in space. There was nothing to do in that game. I didn't understand any of it. Now the Vertical Slice 2 has improved it a lot, and a couple of people in my streams, they mentioned it again to me, like, oh, you gotta have a look. And some people that I really respect, they have said this game is going where we wanted Star Citizen to go. So I'm not sure exactly. I didn't delve deep into that conversation, but that's what the sentiment is. Like, that's where that game is going. So I'm happy for that. If another game goes to that direction that we really enjoy as space nerds, right? So that'll be very, very nice. But talking about other games, what other games do you play? Like, or what other games that you have loved in your life other than Star Citizen?
Well, to be honest, I was a massive Destiny fan.
Oh yeah.
So I spent a lot of hours on Destiny, but I started backing away from Destiny because they went into a path of, have an expansion and then delete the expansion, then have another expansion and nope, we're taking it away again, and have another, nope, we're taking it away. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to keep spending my money if you're going to keep taking it away. So that's pretty much why I stopped, because otherwise I love Destiny's lore. I love the visuals, the animations. The gunplay feels really, really good. I think to this day, no game gave me the satisfaction of shooting a gun like Destiny did.
Wow.
Now, I'm not a gun fan, so like if you bring up the Tarkov or Battlefield stuff, I'm not a gun fan. But Destiny made it work for me. So
Okay.
I missed that. But otherwise, I like to dabble in racing games. I like the competition.
Yeah.
So. Gran Turismo is
Gran
probably
Turismo.
my favorite one.
Yeah, the graphics in those games are like so good. Project Cars 2, Assetto Corsa. Yeah.
But Assetto Corsa does a lot. The simulation aspect really good. I feel like Gran Turismo does the graphics really does the graphics a bit better, because it really goes hard on the car collector vibe. So they make it a point. They get the interior really good, and they get all the the metallic elements really shiny and stuff. So it's really nice.
I will even say GTA 5 does cars and bikes really well too. Like, I don't know, man, something about the way those cars handle is so good.
Yeah, to be honest, actually, quite recently, I got into watching a couple of GTA 5 streams, or GTA Online, really, as well, just to see how's the racing scene here. Is this something that I can fall back to if Star Citizen doesn't deliver?
They have moved away. GTA moved away from, like, they have races and everything, but they are not very well paying in the online version. So it's more about going towards doing the heists and more FPS gameplay. The racing is very, very rewarding if you just do it with some of your mates and you decide we're just gonna follow rules and we're not gonna do the funny stuff, and then it's wow, it's very, very. I play GTA 5 online whenever I get the time, but I don't do speed runs. I don't do the meta, like just buy a fully armored car or just that flying bike oppressor with missiles, and just every mission is a cakewalk. I do it the hard way. I take my time in finishing it.
The immersive way.
The immersive way. The way it was meant to be for real gamers. That's how I do it. But yeah, thanks for sharing those games that you played. So you have many accolades, right? And you just recently won the bounty on the track by Enzia. I remember, right? What
won the raffle, not the actual bounty.
Oh, the raffle. Yeah, the raffle. Yes, you won the raffle. Yes, correct. So, what are your accolades for all the 1,200 or 1,400 people watching us right now? Just let's let them know why you're here right now. What are your accolades?
Do you want the whole list? Because the whole list is a little bit long, but
just your favorites. Well, your favorites.
Well, winning the 24-hour. The 24-hour race from Ansia probably has to be
that was
really
crazy.
high up there. Obviously, it's a whole team effort. It's not.
Yeah.
I didn't win it. Sanguis Luna won it. It's a massive team effort. I have fantastic teammates, really good coach. I guess during fresh. I mean, fresh is like a god tier level kind of person.
Oh my
and
God.
you give him any ship, he's going to fly it perfectly.
Oh.
So, and Jelly is the time trial machine. He will always find the most optimal way to fly anything. Liquid has
Liquid Prime.
Improved strides this year, being the Gravity Rush champion as well from Atmo. He's been doing insanely well. Then we have Gerbo and Dernk, really experienced people, really fast. So I have fantastic teammates. So it's very difficult not for us to do well when I have a team like that, and we're constantly pushing each other. So the fact that I found this small community that's filled with competitive people, it's difficult not to stay there. But yeah, aside from that, I think something that I'm really proud of is the Enter Atmosphere, the first live race that was hosted at SitCon. It was really an honor to be invited to that, and I could have won it.
Yeah.
I not made the mistake on the last race there. But props to Playing Fox, stayed consistent and deserved that win. I came in second for that, so still a really good result for me. And being on stage, the nerves kick in really hard with an audience in front of you. But yeah, there's so many races that I try to take part in as many races as I can, and I'm fortunate enough that I've gotten a pretty decent result in a lot of them. There's a handful of them that I got a really bad result and I kind of try to forget, but at the end of the day, they're all learning experiences. So
yeah, those are the ones that teach you. Yeah. How many ships have you won from all these races, Jacko? Come on, everybody wants to know. How long is your ASOP list?
Quite a few, I'm not gonna lie, and I have quite a hefty store credit amount because of it. I have a couple of wins that I can't melt because they're direct CIG giveaways. So they get accredited to your account. You can't melt them.
Yeah.
So
give us a number.
Off the top of my head.
Yeah.
A number of ships or a number of value?
No, number of ships is nice. Or give us the value as well.
Number of ships. Let's see. So,
hello, Ground Racing King. I see you there. Herbie's sending me DMs. Ask him. I'm kidding.
He won all the ships. Okay, off the top of my head, I'm gonna say 10. I think it's more. But off the top of my head, I'm gonna say 10. I mean,
that's a very good number.
I think my most valuable one is I won a 400i. I won an SRV. I won like 4 Saber Peregrines. An X1, a Pulse, a Dragonfly, a Nox, 2 Rafts, an MPUV, a Geo, a normal Atlas. What else do I have? I won a Vulture.
Wow, dude! Like
Sulan.
What do you do with the 4 Peregrines? Do you keep one at each space station?
Only one was non-meltable, so I melted the other 3.
Okay.
I want a Firebird too.
Oh yeah, that ship sounds very cool. That's a very impressive list, man. Very impressive.
I'm fortunate to not have needed to spend more money than my starter package. So I've just been melting and buying. Just when a ship comes out, I melt something I don't want. I buy it with store credit, play around with it a bit, and melt it again. Because I mean, at the end of the day, my main gameplay loop will still be racing. So as long as I have the racing ships in the hangar, that's all I need, and the 400i. Yeah,
here's the thing though. You deserve these, man, because the effort. I do a little bit of racing. The effort that you guys put in, it's skill, it's talent, it's very well deserved. Very well deserved. Asking about the same, but then again, the team is very good. Sanguis Luna. Tell us about the team. More importantly, the question I always wanted to ask, okay? 4 or 5 of you are in a team, you win the race, you get 1 ship. How the hell do you guys decide who's gonna keep it?
I don't really think there's ever been a race where it's a team race but only 1 ship gets it. I think Daymar is the only scenario that I can think of.
No,
that we've had that.
Wasn't it the same for the 24 hours?
No, the 24 hour there were 6 ships.
Oh,
it was more of who gets what, that was the question. So for winning, we had 1 Saber Raven.
Yeah, which was Echo
2 Saber Peregrines.
Yeah.
Yes, we had 2 Saber Peregrines. There was a Glaive.
Gee, man, wow.
I forgot what the other was. So we gave Fresh the Saber Peregrine. I mean, Fresh has been dominating everything.
Yeah.
So he definitely deserved that one.
Yeah.
I believe Liquid and Jelly took the 2 Valkyrie Liberators. Yes, thanks, Jelly. Jelly and Liquid, I believe, got the Peregrines, and I think it was Gerbo and Dernk who got the Valkyries. I could be wrong, and I got the Glaive. However, unfortunately, you can only have 1 Glaive credited to your account, and Echo could not claim it back because she had already claimed 1.
Yeah.
So what she did is she grabbed the value of the Glaive and spread them out into multiple ships. So that's why I have a Nox, a Dragonfly, a Raft, and I actually have all the Rangers now thanks to her too. So she actually gave me the Sons of Centauri pack from that. So
wow.
At least, something that really exciting once that eventually comes in.
Here's that mention. Here's a shout out to Echo. Oh my God, how much effort and how much love she has for the community, man. Huge shout out to Echo it. How do you...
If I may add, like one of the... all of these ships are really, awesome to have. Again, the majority of it, I try to use as store credit just so I am allowed to experiment with different ships, but nothing beats getting a physical prize.
Yeah.
So having 1 races and have Echo send us a t-shirt, or, for the 24-hour race, we actually got the frame that you yourself actually have painted, and it's sitting in my thing behind me just because I haven't yet put it up somewhere because I need to find a good space. But having a white wall means it's gonna get washed out.
Now you have to go grab it and show it to me on the camera and prove it. That's the artwork that I did. 3 ships: Razor, M50, and the Peregrine, together for 24 hour. Oh wow, I did not know the size was this big. Holy moly,
that's huge.
Wow, it's big.
It's still in the plastic, so it doesn't get scratched or moldy. So yeah, it's a beautiful
Wow.
piece of art. I absolutely love this. And again, nothing beats having a physical, item to represent your performance. I mean, again, having a trophy or something like that is just phenomenal stuff. And while we're on the topic of physical prizes, this beautiful thing for winning Daymar last year.
Yes, they did that. That is very cool. Yes. Yeah.
And it's huge. Look at the size
massive.
of this thing.
We're at to the grocery run. Yes. Yeah, see this? Be the Mr. Bean. Yeah.
I'm a Daymar Rally champion. The nice thing about it is that this helmet is, this helmet thing is very reminiscent to the actual Dakar Rally stuff. So when people see it and they have no idea about Star Citizen, they immediately say, "Wait, is that a Dakar Rally medal?" Yes, I definitely did the Dakar Rally.
Dude, Daymar Rally is special to me on that because the Dakar Rally, I am totally into the Dakar Rally. I was this close to go and shoot at the Dakar Rally. This close, man.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, dude.
Because I did autosports. Because this has been my thing in Australia. I have run media for Western Australian Off-Road Racing Championship for 4 years. So chasing the trophy trucks, like the Baja, like those kind of trucks in WA, chasing them on choppers. That was 4 years of my life. That's what I did. I won national awards from Australian Motorsports. That's how I built my whole career around in Australia. And then I was invited. This is a complete tangent, and I'm going to remove it from YouTube, but just because we're on the topic. So there was...
why not?
Yeah, just because it's totally showboating. So that's why.
Go ahead. And the conversation.
And you're my guest, so yeah. But the Dakar is controlled by the French media. You can go there to take photographs, but you cannot make video without the permission. So video is legally, in each and every way, owned by the French media who are the media for the Dakar Rally. So to do the video, you have to be invited, you have to train, and blah blah blah. There's a lot of things. So to get to video there is impossible. But I am known as a off-road videographer and editor, so that's what I did in WA. But then the people who saw the work from Australian Motorsports, they somehow referred me there, and they were like, okay, let's have him here to take the photographs as part of the official crew, and after a couple of years of doing that, we will migrate him to the video production side of things. Everything's work done already. I'm absolutely excited. COVID happens.
Oh no.
I'm not kidding. One thing that COVID took away from me is my whole career in international motorsports.
Oh, that is rough.
Everything went away, and it's all about the lobby. It's all about who you know and who knows them. And the next year, the lobby's gone. My name is not anywhere. However, the same guy invited me to take care of the Grand Prix Formula One Grand Prix in Melbourne. So I did go and shoot that. But yeah, it's all about networking. It's all that. So yeah. I love motorsports, and Dakar Rally is since I was a kid, I watched Dakar Rally. I follow it religiously. So that's why Daymar is very special to me. It gives me the same romantic feeling of just racing in the desert, and now with the rocks gone, it's even more immersive. It's so much fun, as you said.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's so much better in my opinion. I hate the fact that I think the physics of the wheels are just a bit far behind. Having all those rocks made it so bad, but now it's so much better. So much better.
I wish they hire somebody from SnowRunner's team. Like somebody from Saber Interactive to come take care of the ground vehicles for us. We were talking about Sanguis Luna. Tell us about Sanguis Luna. Tell me. I know Dirk formed it, right? How did Sanguis Luna came to be? I'm talking about the T-shirt he's wearing.
Yeah, so this is the race team T-shirt, the Sanguis Luna Rum Runners. I actually designed this for the Interatmosphere event itself, actually, just so I can go on stage and representing my org. So I got the Sanguis Luna here. I got the ANSIA XGR and SCR logos here. And obviously, then I gotta get my name and number in the back. So
is that number 12? That's number 12.
Yep, my number is 12. Yep. So Sanguis Luna as an org was already established, but I believe there were Dirk, someone named Scuttled, and Socrates, who were the racers in the org, and they were taking part in some of the races that XGR were hosting and Scarlet Apex. And in late 2023, so around December is when I think I joined my first race, which was the Aurora All-Stars. Actually, my very first race ever was the Aurora All-Stars in 2023.
Oh, yeah, I have heard about that. I've heard about that. Yeah.
It's a really fun event. I don't think actually it was done last year. No, I don't think it was done last year, which is quite a shame. But that wasn't actually when I joined Sanguis. When I joined Sanguis was for the Luminalia race that was in New Babbage, and Dirk was actually taking part in that race, and I did terribly. I don't even think I think there were 3 or 4 races in that track for the night, and I don't think I finished a single one. I was absolutely terrible in that race. But Dirk messaged me after the race and he said, "Don't worry that you didn't finish. I saw you race, and there's something about you. If you want, I'm starting a race team, and I can coach you, and we can go through all the things that you might be struggling with, and we'll get there." And around the same time that I had joined, he had spoken to Fresh, because at this time, Fresh and Splen were constantly battling out on the Adar Valley leaderboards, and Fresh was, in the rise to where he is now. So I think Fresh joined a little bit before me, and then I joined, and then we made a team for Crux Cup, and we just went hard. We practiced like 4 to 6 hours every day, finding out the best strats, how the ships handle. Like, we went hard.
Oh my god!
And we made a really good team, to be honest. Obviously, Fresh is miles better than I am, but I still feel like I'm up there. I can provide competition, just not on his level. And we just started adding more and more people to the roster. I mean, when the Grav racing came to Arena Commander, I was competing against Jelly a lot on the times, and I was like, dude, how are you this fast and nobody knows who you are? Get in here. So I asked him to join Sanguis, and honestly, since then, he's been dominating the leaderboards ever since. So it just so happens that the people who join Sanguis are either already really good or just start off okay and end up really good. So I think just the fact that we surround ourselves with not just competition, but talent, but competition in a healthy way. Like if you're struggling, I'll help you get better. Not, haha, I'm better than you. We've never been in that situation ever. We've always been so helpful to each other. Even Fresh, the guy labs out a track in a day. Shares all his secrets, and suddenly we're all competitive, right? So it's a very it's an awesome environment to be around. And obviously we have our rivals, but I don't think we've ever put ourselves in a situation where we've made enemies. At least I'd like to think we haven't, because at the end of the day, we put a lot of effort. So when we go on track, we want to make sure that we do our best performance. But at the end of the day, we still, we're all friends here. So,
well, you need to be surrounded by top level competition to get better. That's the only way to get better. Otherwise, you're just racing or just putting your effort in the vacuum, and you just think I'm good. And then, hey, Echobit, we talked about you just a while back. Welcome back, Echo. Okay, now coming back to Star Citizen. We talked about your favorite ship, the ship that you feel one with. Forget about racing now, just for a second. What is your favorite ship in the game?
I think it has to be the 400i.
Oh,
that is like it's beautiful. It needs an update, yes. There's elements about it that are lacking. Mainly for me, to be honest, if it's just the cargo elevator that it has, if they just widen it a little bit, I think that's enough. Yes, it sits very low to the ground, so not a lot of vehicles can go into it. But a Cyclone fits, an STV fits. That's good enough, to take it out on a ship and race with it. Oh, sorry, take it out to a track and race with it. So if it's just wider, it's a little bit better already. But yeah, that's by far my favorite ship in the game visually, and even the way it flies handles very nicely.
To me, 400i always looks like a heel, like a female's heel sandal, kind of a sandal thing, you know, like it just looks like that to me in reverse, but like, you know how the front is.
It's a boat.
Yeah, it's a boat. To me, it always looks like one of my wife's heels, you know. Yeah, that's what I look at.
Yeah,
but I do like it. Yeah.
I see it.
Now you cannot unsee it, Jakodin. Thank you very much. Next time we meet Jacko, that might not be his favorite ship.
Oh, it still will be. It's a beautiful ship, but it has a black and orange paint.
Oh,
so
it
wins.
It's a good ship, 100%. You did mention you're an Origin boy through and through. Why?
Yeah.
Why do you like Origin so much?
Because their ships just look good. I am not, as I said, I'm not a gun guy, right? So, kind of like by definition, me not being a gun guy, I'm not a big military fan. Not that I hate it. It's just I don't lean in that direction. So I think my favorite two brands are actually, let's say three. Origin, because they lean a lot into luxury and they do a lot of things for the visual side of things, and I really like that. Argo is my go-to for industrial stuff.
Obviously, yes.
I can't wait for them to do salvage, because the Mole, amazing ship, the Raft, amazing ship. You know, even the Atlases, the MPUV. I love everything about Argo, except the SRV, not gonna lie. But Origin probably has all my favorite ships. So 400i is my favorite multi-crew ship, like medium-sized multi-crew ship. The 315p was actually my starter. So
okay.
And it's still my favorite single-seater. It's my go-to single-seater. I think the 315p is one of the most versatile single-seater ships. And that's not going anywhere. Also has the orange paint. Very important to have orange. Favorite hover bike is the X1. So yeah, I'm Origin through and through. Favorite racing ship is the M50. Like there's you know, everywhere I go, it's Origin. So Origin
you said three brands. So Origin, Argo, and
and then the alien ships.
The alien ships.
I mean,
that's so many brands.
So cool.
There are 3-4 different alien manufacturers. Come on.
The alien ships. The alien ships. It's you know, because all the military ships try to replicate something that looks like something in real life.
Yeah.
Whereas the alien ships, like,
pick one.
Screw reality. We're just gonna
pick one alien ship. I want you to pick one favorite alien ship.
One favorite alien ship, probably the Blade.
Yeah. Okay. That you know that's very much like the Cylon ship from Battlestar Galactica with so much blood around you, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just feels like a Cylon Raider. That was the name of this.
It's such a cool set. I don't remember the name.
Even the way you lie in it, because I remember some of the episodes in Battlestar Galactica. Oh, I forgot the name of the character. Kid. What was her name? She flew one of the Cylon ships, and the way you lie in the Blade is the same. Like they had to lie in the Cylon Raider. Discovery, Lens Nation.
Even the way the controls work. I mean, one of the things I really enjoy doing when I go into a new ship, and the alien ships do this really cool, that's why I love them so much, is I look down at my hands and I move the sticks just to see how they react. Because some ships, you know, like you use the stick to roll and then the pedals to strafe. Everyone does it differently.
Yeah.
The alien ships are always so different than everything else, and I just love that about them.
Dude, yes, I like that we have alien ships because we need a different perspective of design, and I absolutely love it. I really enjoy what CIG has been doing with the Intrepid, with the Clipper. They are not afraid to make ugly ships, even though Clipper ended up being a very cool ship. Good, we need variety. My very happy place is that I don't even want every ship to have a different role. I don't even want the min-max thing. I would say make them pretty much equal if you want to, but they are from different manufacturers, just like in real life. Give me choice. Just give me choice. 100%. You know, I can either fly a Nomad, or I can fly the same kind of at the same level, something from Drake, or I can go for something from Argo. That's my very happy place. Do we have the news about the reworked Aurora? This is not the podcast about that. So this is a podcast about Jakodin. It's about my guest. Next week we might talk about it in our other podcast, Everything for Sale, or the Wales Anonymous, or the Church of Roberts podcast. We have many names for that.
Or all of them.
Or all of them, or one of them.
Just make them all points to the podcast.
So what is your daily driver then?
My daily driver is actually the E315P. If I were to just jump into a ship and go somewhere, I'll probably just pull that one out. I'm very loyal to brands, and even in real life, I don't own an Audi, but all of the Audi cars to me just look beautiful. I'm just obsessed with Audi. I don't own one, sadly. But
that's I always talk to my guests about it. What car do you drive then?
I drive a Mazda Demio, Mazda 2. I don't know what it's called in your part. The Mazda 2, the hatchback.
Mazda 2. Oh, the Mazda 2. We have Mazda 2. Yes, we do.
That's my daily driver. Yeah, because in Europe it's called Demio. I'm not sure.
We have Mazda 2. Mazda 3 is more in the go. Yeah, but if money was no object, which car will you buy? I mean, Chris Roberts decided, I don't care about Squadron, I don't care about Star Citizen, all my money goes to Jakodin. What will you buy?
The R8 V10 Plus.
Oh, the Audi.
Yeah. That's been my dream car ever since it was announced.
Yeah, let me show it to the stream. It is a beautiful car. Oh, sorry, I don't know which game it was, but
it has a Lamborghini engine in it too. So
Audi owns Lambo, right? Audi owns Lamborghini.
Yep.
So
beautiful car.
This one. Exactly with the black panel. This is the R8 V10 Plus. Yeah, but
the older version.
The older version. This was my favorite.
The edgy frames.
I like this one.
This was very curvy. If you go like 3 images, the second image on the second row, that one. Look at how edgy that is.
Yeah, no, but this was my favorite. I like the curvaceous part of this, even though I'm more of a boxy type of person. That's what I enjoyed quite a lot. Good choice, man. I am happy that somebody mentioned Audi. Doesn't Origin feel Audi to you? To me, Origin mostly feel BMW though. To me, Origin always feels
BMW.
Yeah, it is very BMW.
Origin is based on BMW, but they're German manufacturers, so we'll let them be interchangeable. But yeah, I to be honest, I have a bit of a gripe with BMW just because of the way people drive them in my country. I feel like everyone who buys a BMW suddenly becomes a destruction derby arena professional. They just crash them all over the place. The amount of car accidents that are on BMWs here, I kind of stay away from BMW for that reason. So Audi are my go-to German manufacturer.
Audi is awesome. The 4 rings. Now,
my wife's got a good combo.
Which one?
So she drives a Seat Leon, the hybrid version that came out in 2022. It's an insanely good car. It's got nice power. I mean, it's got like 200 brake, but it's a plug-in hybrid, so it's very economical. Like she barely fuels it at all. But I think if you were to just give her any car in the world, she would go with the RX-7. Anytime she sees an RX-7, she just melts on the spot.
The rear tail lights on the RX-7 are beautiful. Those are beautiful tail lights. Cloud has a very cool line for you, Jakodin. Moses of checkpoints. He puts gaps on leaderboards. You can use that.
Yeah, I could. I've never been called the Moses of checkpoints. I've been called Racing Jesus at best.
Excuse me, a little question from Mr. Jakodin. What is this back you? The helmet collection?
Behind me?
What is behind you?
Yeah, I have. Well, let me just get that out of the way like that. I enjoy collecting Lego Star Wars stuff. I even have like an X-wing behind me, and there's the TIE Interceptor, and there's a few small ones there. But yeah, this is part. They have 7 of the helmets. There's the 2 new ones. I have yet to buy them. And I missed out on the TIE Fighter pilot and the Scout Trooper helmet. So I'm waiting for to find someone who doesn't know their real value and sell it to me at a better price. Because they don't make them anymore.
That's the win. That's the win. That's the fun of collecting, finding a good deal. Otherwise, everybody can buy it, right? Yeah, at any price. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'll put it this way. I am such a Star Wars nerd that I went to a team Star Wars trivia night emphasis on teams, so there were 3 or 4 people per team, and there were about 8 teams, and I won it solo. So all the questions, I answered them all myself, whereas the other teams were all pitching into the answers, and I won it solo.
Oh my god. Which is your favorite Star Wars movie? One.
Episode 5, I think.
That's the that's
Empire Strikes Back.
The Empire Strikes Back. I'm not good with the Star Wars numbers, but yeah,
obviously,
cool. Yeah.
Star Wars Episode 1 has a very special place in my heart because it was the first time I went to watch a Star Wars in cinema. I was 5 years old, and my mother took me to the premiere at midnight. A 5-year-old kid for a Star Wars premiere at midnight, and when I saw pod racing, I was like, I need a video game of this immediately.
Yeah.
I came out with Racer and I got hooked.
The pod racing. Pod
racing is what got me into racing.
Yeah, okay. Those are the origins then of your origin. Very cool. Shall we jump into the game and then do the lap? Oh, but before we do that.
Oh, sure.
Before we do that, my son makes a Lego from Star Citizen. Now, these are all old videos because he used to do this last year. So I would like to show you one of his Lego builds from Star Citizen. I have lined it up. I don't know what we're gonna have. I don't know what it is. I think it's a nine-tail because I think Yannick is here today. So here is the Lego of the day. You have to watch it on the stream, Jacko, because you won't hear the audio. So can you please catch up on that? Here we go.
Yes, of course.
Lego of the day.
Happy Xenothreat citizens. Today's Lego build is a Drake Caterpillar. Yes, a Drake ship. I know, we are very disappointed. I made the Caterpillar because as Drake does not have many ships, when I went to Defensicon, the biggest ship there was the Caterpillar, and I was very intrigued about it, especially since already said Drake Ironclad, so I decided to make it. Making the Caterpillar was a bit hard because of the engine style of Drake. It was hard to manipulate the engines on the back. I would say that was the hardest part, and I was happy that I was able to capture the slant on the front of the Caterpillar. And the command module separates, unlike right now, where it just sticks on. Thank you for watching today's citizens. Hopefully you don't get encountered by Xenothreat anywhere, and 07.
Yeah, I know. Command module.
That is so cool, man. I mean, anytime you put Lego on there, like my eyes are just gonna be glued to the screen like that. And the fact that had the detachable command module is so cool.
Yeah, I
love it. It's so creative.
This kid is a Star Citizen nerd. Ask him about history of Star Citizen. It's like you like Star Wars, so yeah. He loves IAE and Invictus because Astro Historian does special episodes on history of different manufacturers, and he watches them every year, every single season, because it's always the same information, but someone loves watching those streams. So yeah, he catches up on the VODs. Yeah. We didn't get to chat about how you taught me about the uncoupled flying. Man, that was the best stream I have ever seen in my life.
I'm sad that I didn't actually get a clip of that, actually, because I think that was probably one of the best way I've ever described decoupled flying. And the fact that it really helped you out is just like, I don't think I'll be able to replicate that because I don't remember what I said.
I will tell you what it was. So you were talking about, I think I asked, because you were flying a Gladius and you landed.
Yep.
And you did a very smooth landing, and you were talking about, I love the decoupled landings. Oh, this is so smooth. And I just said what I always say when I see something like that. Like, I can't understand how to fly in decoupled because how do I brake? I can't slow down. And you said, use space brake. You need to use space brake in decoupled mode lens. Just
that easy.
Yeah, and then I was typing in the middle of my your conversation that because I can't understand where am I going and where do I put the thrust to cancel that. How do you guys even manage that? How do you even remember where you're going? Where do you need to put the thrust in? You said no, that's not how you fly. No, you use space brake to slow down. Bind it to a key and use that to slow down. Manage your speed that way. And it was like a light just turned on. I tried it. lo and behold, it just works. And then you gave me a little bit more understanding about using the thruster and the delta and the vector marker. Like that's where you're going. You need to balance it out with your marker. You need to bring them together. I never knew about anything about that. So I just started doing that, and yeah.
I think it's very important to caveat the space brake thing. If you want to use space brake to slow down, if you want to lock the vector in the direction that you're going. So space brake is very, very good for landing because you can just place your vector indicator in the landing spot and then use the space brake to kind of like bring the speed down whilst maintaining the direction. If you're trying to brake to go around the corner, space brake is not good because it will lock you from changing the direction of your movement. It's good to slow down, but only if you don't want to change your turn.
That's exactly how you explain. Like, okay, this locks your vector in, and 99% of the people in Star Citizen will use the space brake that way because we just want to fly decouple mode, not race. So that's it. You gotta do a video about that, Jacko. You just gotta do it.
I was going to say I have a video touching upon coupled versus decoupled, but not specific to landings. And I really should make a video for landings like that, just because.
Why that works is if you nail a landing in a beautiful way, it just gives you such a satisfying boost. Like, oh wow, I did that cool landing, that you want to do it again and again and again and again. and also you
get that nice
gentle touch. And also you said that, okay, just promise yourself that you will only fly decoupled. Just put that as a rule. That was also motivation. Okay, I'm just not gonna fly coupled. It doesn't matter how strong the urge is. That's how I did it, and it just worked. Shall we jump into the game and then do the lap? Okay, we're launching. I'm so used to my original camera, so I'm gonna do that. Let's fix the camera and let's catch Jakodin on his final lap. This is Jakodin's third attempt at this, going through the Space Coder crane. He's been improving with every single lap. Let's see how much he improves this time. Coming through this very tricky corner, through the fists of Robert, flying like a fist. Fist of Fury, the Fist of Aurora, the stock, not the MK2, which will be sold separately. I heard it from Chris Roberts. I've been told I'm flying in the wrong direction, but this is the right direction for the camera people. Diet Man going crazy in the chat. He's put 400 Alpha UEC on Jakodin to win this one, because that's all he can afford and that's all the trust he has. Through the drums! They are shaking. Coming to a very tricky corner. Is this a tricky corner? Truly, is it a tricky corner?
It is. It's a very tricky corner. You need to make sure you get it right, otherwise you either lose a lot of speed or you go straight into the crane.
That's it. And is it raining for you, Jakodin? Or is it not raining for you?
It's not.
It is not raining. You got lucky because Fatbird had to fly. Yeah, that's gonna help you. I think it was raining for Splend, but I didn't ask him. Maybe it was not. Maybe the Fatbird was the only one who got unlucky with that. Flying in the 50s SC time frame. Yes. And we have a lap. We have a lap. Let's come to the main screen and then I will check the time. I want to hear from the chat. What do we think? Where did he come? And Echo, I'm pretty sure she just timed you. So Echo times the racers. She has the racing app. Okay. Before we do the Jakodin, we have to say a word for my sponsor, the TBF4 combat knife. If you want to go as fast as these racers, buy yourself a combat knife and put some holes on your Aurora, make it more streamlined. There, that's the trick. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'll put your time at here at the bottom, okay, and then we will move you wherever you are positioned. Are you leaning? What do you think? What do you think your lap time is, Jakodin? I didn't hear you. I didn't ask you. Where do you think you've come?
I feel pretty good about it. Not gonna lie. I think I think I could potentially have a sub 130. I feel good about it, to be honest. I mean, when I did my Lorville guide, I ran a lap in the Aurora, and I believe I got a 132 on that lap. And I was more focused on getting a good line than I was with managing my boost and everything. And I definitely didn't do an optimal run on this one, but I still think it was pretty good.
Well, you're absolutely correct because you did the lap in 1, 2, 29062.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I need music, I need chat, I need people to go crazy. This is crazy time. Yes, I'll do it for you. Woo. That is crazy good time. I mean, what is that time? Unbelievable.
Just set everything on fire.
Jakodin. Wow, guys, we have history. We have a new leader. Splen has been dethroned with 129,062.
The stock Aurora is really heavy. Like, I was not expecting. Because I think if you strip it down, you can go even faster.
He bribed Chris Roberts for all I know. or he has been trained by the stake. It has to be one of those things. No, it's pure talent. Simple put. Because we saw it. Oh my god, that was so good. That, Jacko, dude, high five from my screen to your screen. You nailed it, bro. That was very.
This way.
Yeah, this way. High five. The Mr. Sparta Malta guy nailed it. The Racing Jesus, you deserve your title. Let's come to the main screen. This just feels
this
great.
is just a really fun thing to be a part of. So I'm really happy that I'm here. And thank you so much for inviting me. Really got my heart racing.
Yeah, I'm happy.
For anyone ever wondering, the Aurora is a fantastic ship to race. The best ship to start off racing with, by far.
It's a flying
You can
brick.
get some pretty fast times.
I call it the flying brick. It's our Lassetti. It's a reasonably priced car. Suzuki? Was it a Suzuki Lassetti or something? Yeah, that's what they used to use. But that was a beautiful lap. Now, I asked this to every single guest who comes here. Like I started doing that a couple of 3 episodes ago. Who would you like to see here? Wake up in the bad time zone and watch the whole stream fall.
You know what? Let's go with NeoJet.
Okay. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Also, Neo needs to die. Yes.
Yeah, I would love to see the rivalry between you two.
I like NeoJet quite a lot. He's the fun fella.
NeoJet, you know, he's been cooking a lot lately, so it would be really nice to see his lap time too.
That's a good pick. I like it. NeoJet. Shall we pick the winner then before we close the show? We should be picking the winner for the t-shirt now. There, this is what the wheel looks like right now, guys. We have 298 entries in this giveaway. 298. That's where we are. And because I'm on this window, I can't read the chat, so let me grab the chat. I don't know who's gonna win it. I know Rebel really wants to win it. I know Alex really wants to win it, and I know Sim really wants to win it because they have the most entries in this giveaway. I just hope that whoever wins, you enjoy this t-shirt, guys, because it is very high quality product. Once you win, I will get in touch. I'll get your measurements. I'll ask you what size you want, and we'll put your name on it. Okay, Summer's gonna spin it. So this mouse, and just click to spin the middle. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's see who wins. No,
Good luck to everyone.
So this is how he uses his hands, people. Like, get your fingers up and click
Isn't
on
it hot?
Oh,
What's with the sweater?
it's in the evening. It gets pretty cold. Okay. Oh, I can't even tell who's gonna win. We will have to wait for the wheel to tell us who has won. That's a lot of Alex. That's a lot of Alex. Echo bit.
I feel it's rigged.
Jammer looks like. No. Jammer! Congratulations, Jammer. By the way, Jammer is one of my founders. From the very beginning, Jammer has been with me. He has been my subscriber since the beginning of me on Twitch. So, you know what? I'm happy. Fantastic. Congratulations, Jammer. But I'm happy that you were here for the big giveaway, Jacko. This was the biggest. It was a very, very big giveaway. Thank you for being who you are. Thanks for all your talent, for your effort that you strive so hard to be so good at this. And Sanguis Luna, being the fearsome team that Sanguis Luna is, you guys are amazing. Thanks for coming, mate. Thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me, man. This was so much fun. I was very happy when you asked me to be here. This is something that I would love to do. So Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this.
We started talking about this a long time back, and finally it happened, and on a very good day. And with that, our first t-shirt giveaway is over, and we had an amazing race run today because we have a new race leader with Jakodin. Crazy time. I don't know who's gonna beat it. Is Fresh gonna beat it? Is Neojet gonna beat it? Where's gonna Quell come? And I don't know who I'm gonna bring as the next content creator. I will reach out to a few more. So if you watch this episode, watch the whole episode on YouTube. 07, you are a legend. So thanks for watching, and fly the way you want to fly. Put some stripes on your ship. I see you in the verse 07.